This is where everything began, in this great, open-minded village where everyone is welcome, with crops that can feed the whole village and villagers as kind as anything. It all started on a summer's day when Herobrine went to the bar and got some whiskey and beer. However, he drank a bit too much. As you can see, it was coming to be night time. He keeps drinking and drinking, having a lot of fun. But later, this all changes. Herobrine is having so much fun drinking his way down the street. As you can see how wobbly he is walking, he is not fit at the moment to walk. As you can see, he is getting into a heated debate with a villager, and he is so drunk he cannot control what he is doing. He decides to flee the scene rather than calling paramedics, and decides to run to a nearby hill and just block himself in for the rest of the night. He is scared to go back home because he thinks he'll get caught. And this is his downfall. The morning after all of this tragedy and heartbreak, the tyranny will come to a stop. A policeman enters his house and arrests Herobrine. He tries to talk back, explaining he was too intoxicated to control his actions. But this leads nowhere. The policeman reads out his rights, the Miranda rights, and decides to arrest him under the suspicion of the murder, and he will be later taken to trial. Herobrine, being the vicious man he is, fights back, but the police officer has a baton to defend himself. His defence in trial was he is criminally insane at the time of the murder. However, psychiatrists and psychologists think otherwise. This was the trial that brought him down. The judge ruled he was guilty and sentenced him to capital punishment, as you can see here. This was a great moment for all the villagers. Lots of villagers came to watch the execution of Herobrine. They all watched as he went up in flames. He said his final words, which were not sorrowful, and he burnt at the stake. It was a stormy night when he first arrived back at the village to take his revenge in his form as a spirit and ghost. He went on a kill rampage, killing villagers, and then he did the unthinkable. He blew the place up. You can see him blow up the village and the crops so they can no longer eat the food and the nutrients they need to barely survive. And now he will go on a rampage, destroying everyone and everything that stood in his way of his meaningful life. This is what the village looked like after all the destruction and the terror and tyranny of what he put these villagers through. Very little people survived. One thing that did survive though is his house, and he made sure he broke the courthouse he was sentenced to death in. Thank you for watching, guys. I put a lot of effort into this video. Please like and subscribe for more.